The legendary Billy Joe Shaver is joining us here on KEAN 105, and Outlaws and Legends Music Fest coming up on the 28th of this month. I mean, there really wouldn't be an outlaw movement without your help, or it just wouldn't be the same without you, without old five and dimers like me and like honky tonk heroes. Do you ever kind of take a look back and say something like that to yourself, or what would music in Texas, or what would outlaw country music or any kind of country music be if things had been just a little bit different, and maybe, I don't know, you became a plumber or a ditch digger or something?
I thank God every day I'm in it, but I've been in it since I was just a kid. When I could talk, I started writing songs and stuff, and that old Five and Dimers, Bob Dylan recorded that back in the 70s, and some of those songs are just like everybody, I guess. I don't know if anybody could write it; just write the same thing I'm writing, probably.
Do you ever think that 40 years down the road plus that all these songs would still be fresh and relevant, and that it's influenced not just a new generation, but generations of artists out there, not only influenced them, but they want to cover your songs. They want to actually, sing them.
You're putting me up on a pedestal, man. No, when I wrote them, I intended for them to last forever, and hopefully they do.
Yeah, I think they stand a pretty good chance, a whole lot of them.
Yeah, I haven't dated any of them. There's one or two that I dated, a little bit, but otherwise I don't date them, and so they'll stay good. Right good, they'll stay good.
Have you got a favorite?
No, they're just like, like kids. Everybody says that, but they're like kids, and you love the bucktooth ones just as much as you do the others, so I don't know. You can't pick a favorite.
But it's like you having hundreds and hundreds of kids, though. So.
Yeah, that's right. But there's a bunch of them waiting in the wings that's just as good as these. Them dogs are hot. Yeah. But I hadn't recorded them yet, and nobody else has either. So eventually I'll have a bunch of people coming and recording things a lot.
I guess your door's always open for that, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but I'm hard to find, so I don't know. They come to me about it. I don't really go out and shop them or whatever you call that.
Yeah.
Pitch. Yeah, I don't go out and pitch songs. I just wait for somebody.
All right.
Ask me if I got one for them. I'll give them.
Any more studio time that you're planning? Are you thinking you're going to get in and get some originals out there?
Yes, I have. I've got a new album coming out in June, and it's all new songs. A whole album's of new songs, and they're real, real good. And I don't do any of them right now. But one of them is it's hard to be an outlaw who ain't wanted anymore. And I've got some really great songs. They'll be out soon.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to that coming up this summer, as a matter of fact. All right. Excellent. Yeah. One of the things that we haven't really talked about is the fact that you're also an actor. Maybe you play yourself a lot in the movies. Just kind of what comes natural to you. But are you planning any more of that?
I don't plan it, but it does come along every once in a while. And Robert Duvall, the first movie I went and played in, he grabbed me before I even got on the set, and he said, "Billy, every chance you get, don't act." I said, "Okay, I can handle that." And I've been in several movies, and I think the reason why is that it's easier for a lot of Bruce Willis and a lot of other people that started out, Kevin Bacon and all of them, that started out, with a band playing music. And thing is that I think back then, what it was for me was an old boy pulled me over to the side when I was really young, and I was playing that night in a place, and the sound was terrible, and I was actually kind of unloading on the sound man about it, and the audience, I wasn't paying attention to them that much. I was upset because the sound wasn't working good, and this fella pulled me over to the side, and he said, "Look, man," he said, "I'm going to tell you something, man. I hope you take it and use it." He said, "But." He said, "These people come in here, pay good, hard-earned monies to see you, and they didn't come to see you have a bad time. You know, so act like you're having a good time. If you're not, just act like you're having a good one. And that way they won't have a bad night themselves. And I've been doing that ever since, and that's why I think it's a little easier for singers to act, you know, because we've had to in several instances, but I haven't in a long time. I haven't had to, but back in the early days when they had them little, actually Japanese microphones were terrible, but they're the best now. You know, it's just. But I act like I'm having a good time if I'm not, and I don't have to do that anymore. But I did back then, so it made acting a little easier.
I guess every time you go on stage, there is a certain element of, you know, kind of having to change your personality a little bit. Just the difference between
hair. Actually, it makes me happy to be on stage, so I don't have any trouble with anything really. It's a joy for me to be able to go out there and play these songs because they're like little capsules of time. You know, every time I sing one of them, like "Ride Me Down Easy" or something like that, I go back to that time in my mind, and it just comes out that way, and it feels good to share with people, you know. And what that Javron guy said, in giving, the gift you receive is the greatest of all. And I'm giving when I'm out there, so it's good.
Well, it sounds like it's no problem having fun when you get up on stage, when you're performing for your fans. Do you think you'll just keep on doing it as long as it's fun for you?
I'm going to bop till I drop, man.
There you go. There's just no quit in you.
Have you had enough? Have you had enough?
Who, me? No.
Yeah.
Never. We're looking forward to your long overdue trip back into Abilene, Texas.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. I was just joking about Abilene, but no, I wasn't joking about Amarillo or Lubbock.
All right. So you come to Abilene and then just turn around and go back the other way.
Yeah, turn around and go back home.
All right. Mr. Billy Joe Shaver, looking forward to seeing you out here at Outlaws and Legends. Thank you so much for your time here on KEAN 105, sir.
God bless you, brother. Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Thank you, sir.
Adios.
All right.